Hello my friends and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. Today is October the 22nd and it is about 6 o'clock at night. I literally just filmed the last clip for the vlog that you guys just saw or would have just seen earlier this week. So I thought I would sit down since I'm already here and film a clip and start this vlog off now. I was originally going to start the vlog tomorrow on Tuesday, but I decided to start it today because I'm home. And yeah, it was been a pretty busy day. I got up and I was kind of lazy this morning. I actually put together my November TBR. They posted the challenges for November for the Romance Readers Reading Group on Goodreads. So I spent a couple hours this morning going through and picking my books. I know I had somebody message saying on my last TBR that they really wanted me to do it like live and show you guys how I do it, but I don't know, it would probably be boring for most people. So sorry, a message just popped up on my phone. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm not gonna to do that. It would just be too long. I get up and I move around while I'm doing it, and it's just, I don't think it would be that interesting to most people, so I that's why I don't bother doing that. But anyway, let me think, what else do I have to tell you guys? So yeah, I went grocery shopping, got showered. I filmed a video for Read Bliss earlier today. I had to do that. I still have to edit it. But then Garrett and I went grocery shopping. We kind of went out and did some running around, and now we're home. We're going to order some dinner in a little bit because it's lazy time. He's got to go back to work tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm back on Wednesday. But yeah, so reading-wise, what's been happening since last Thursday? Nothing. Out of my ebook, I have only read maybe a page since Thursday. My audiobook, I had grand plans, you guys, when I was going down there. I was like, I've got an 8-hour car trip. I'm going to totally finish like 2 audiobooks while I'm away. No, I didn't listen to anything other than music on Thursday. I was just, I had my playlist on and I was just kind of going, and I'm just like, the next thing I know, I started thinking, oh, I should pop on my audiobook for a bit. And I was like an hour and a half away from Mandy's, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to bother. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was with everybody for most of the day. But then Sunday afternoon, after I dropped Mandy back off at home, and I started my 8-hour trek the rest of the way, I popped in my audiobook because I wanted to finish it. I was listening to The Duchess War by Courtney Milan, which is the first book in the Brothers Sinister series. Guys, it was so good. 4 stars all the way. Absolutely loved it. It was what do you call it, where the couple wrong sides of the tracks, if you will. He's a duke, she's like a nobody, but when she was a child, I don't want, you know what, I don't even want to say what it was. She's harboring a secret, and you know, something about her past, and she's kind of dealing with that, but he wants to make her his duchess anyway. And you know, when the truth comes out, all this scandal happens, and it was really, really good. Like, I don't want to give away what it was, because it wasn't until about halfway through the book that this thing is revealed, that, you know, what happened to her when she was young, and it was an amazing story. I am very, very much looking forward to the rest of the series. I think there's 4 or 5 books in the series, so I definitely will be getting to them. Absolutely loved it. But other than that, I have done no other reading, you guys. I have, what, 10 days to finish everything on my TBR? So let's see if we can do it. And I have done absolutely no reading today. So, yay me. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. My currently I'm going to be starting, Read, Write, Love at Seaside by Addison Cole, which is Melissa Foster. This is a rewrite, a clean rewrite of, one of her books in the Love in Bloom series. So I'm reading this one for the Pass the Parcel Challenge on Goodreads. It's on audio, narrated by, sorry, I can't remember the narrator's name. I do apologize. My current ebook that I have barely touched is Christmas Cowboy Jubilee by Dylan Crush. I hope to get that done in the next few days. My plan is, I've got nothing to do tomorrow, is to get a lot of reading done tomorrow. That's my main goal. And then I haven't picked this up yet. Excuse me for reaching. I plan on bringing, almost dropped my tablet on the ground. I plan on bringing this with me to read. I didn't bring it, and it's a good thing because I wouldn't have picked it up anyway. We were chatting with friends, and or if we weren't chatting or whatever at the festival, we were tired, you know, so I didn't get a lot of reading done, so I didn't pick this up. I'll start this probably tomorrow, as I don't foresee myself doing a lot more reading tonight. I do have a couple videos. I want to edit the vlog and get that up. I've got to edit the video for Read Bliss. You know, I've got some things to do tonight, so I'll be listening to my audiobook in between doing that. That's my game plan. And the Nancy Drew book I haven't touched either, Murder on Ice. So I am 0 for 0, you guys. Hopefully I'll have a better update tomorrow. But anyway, because it's the 22nd, that means I get to open the first day of my creepy countdown calendar from David's Tea. Very exciting. So I thought I'd open it here on camera with you guys. So number 1 is right here. There's number 1. So let's pop into that, shall we? And we got chocolate today, you guys. Ooh. I think this is the milk chocolate one. So there. We got a chocolate. I shall have that after my dinner. So I believe that this is the milk chocolate with pumpkin chai. So I will report back and let you guys know what I thought about it, okay? But anyway, that is it for this little clip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And why do I always do that like I'm ending the video? You still got 5 more days of me, people. I am loving doing these vlogs, in all honesty, and I'm so tickled. I tried to say thrilled and tickled at the same time. Thrickled? That you guys are enjoying these. I really, really do love the fact that you guys are enjoying these. Yeah, and I don't foresee myself stopping them anytime soon. But anyway, guys, that is it. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi guys, today is Wednesday, October the 24th, and it is about 7:30 at night. I'm going to film this relatively quickly, and because there is a baseball game on tonight. Tonight's game 2 of the World Series. Yay, Boston won last night, 8-4. We kicked butt, people, kicked butt. So I'm hoping that tonight is going to be a repeat performance of that, because that would be super awesome. So that is my game plan for tonight. I still actually have to have my dinner too, but that's cool. I did not do a little clip this morning of opening up my calendar because I know that today is another chocolate. So I thought I'd open it here with you guys. So right, Goran is complaining in the background for some unknown reason. So there's our number 3. We're on day 3 of this today. So let's pop this open. And I was right, it is another chocolate. And it looks like it's dark chocolate. So let's see what that is. Dark chocolate with cream of Earl Grey. I'll be honest, guys, I will nibble on this, but I don't guarantee I'm going to like it because I don't care for Earl Grey tea. But I shall give it a try. And yeah, so that's that. So, on to the reading. Well, actually, today was my first day back at work after my 6-day holiday, and it was difficult, guys. It was a long day. At least it felt like a long day. But anyway, I did get a bunch of reading done today, which is a good thing. So I will start off with, I actually finished 2 books today, but I will start off with the one that I didn't love so much, so we end on a high note. So the first one that I finished was my audiobook, and that was Read, Write, Love at Seaside by Addison Cole, which is the pen name for Melissa Foster. This is I mentioned this whole thing yesterday. This is kind of a republished, because that's the term I'm going to use. It's a republished book of, sorry about that. I thought for some reason I didn't focus my camera, but I guess I did. So yeah. So this is a republished version of the book Read, Write, Love by Melissa Foster. And now, yesterday I went on this whole thing saying about the fact that these books were not a sweet romance because there is adult content in it. Like, you know, it's not like there is no adult content in the book. There isn't. There's nothing graphic. But they do talk about it. They do allude to it. You do get the scenes leading up to. That to me is not a sweet romance. That stuff should not be included at all. That physical part of the relationship has no place in a sweet romance. Now, when I finished listening to this book on audio, it did say at the end that this was the first book in the Sweet with Heat series. So to be fair, they're not completely labeling it as a sweet romance. But I still feel, after reading it, and I haven't read the original, I still feel like somebody just brought the manuscript up on Microsoft Word and went to those, you know, graphic scenes and just hit the delete key. That's all that was done. And then they republished it with a new, with a slightly different title. The original is Read, Write, Love, and the new one is Read, Write, Love at Seaside. So they added a couple words to it, changed the author, you know, put the different author's name on it, and are marketing it. So I am not impressed. I don't believe I will be reading any more in this because I thought personally going into it, my disappointment going into it is that I thought that it was going to be not a complete rewrite of the book, because that would be different. But if they completely omitted all of the sexual content and just, you know, kind of wrote it so that wasn't included and it was just strictly about the relationship, which would have been nice. But that's not at all what it was. So I am disappointed in it, and I'm honestly, guys, I'm only giving it 2.5 stars. I've had problems with Melissa Foster books. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I read the first 3 books in the Love and Bloom series, the Snow Sister series. And the first book I enjoyed, second book not so much, and the third book I almost couldn't finish it. And I knew I had problems with the narration on those because I listened to all 3 of them on audio. I think those first 3 books are available as part of the Audible Romance package. I had a big issue with the narrator. I did not like the narration on those. I listened to this one on audio too, but it was a completely different narrator. And I actually enjoyed this narrator. She would have done a great job narrating the other books. But anyway, I don't know if I'm going to continue. My plan originally, I was thinking about this yesterday, was when I do my Stacking the Series challenge for 2019, that I was going to include the Love and Bloom series and start reading the rest of my way through. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I don't think I want to, because like I said, I've not had a very good track record. And I don't want to commit to 10 books to read of hers next year if I'm not a fan. So I might try in January or February to read the next book in the Love and Bloom series. Like, read it not on audio, read it on ebook, and see what I think. You know, the original 3 books, I had the major issue with them because the narration really just was horrible. And then this one I had issue with it because, now that's the thing, that's what I want to say about this book. The story itself was good. I enjoyed it. I just did not like the way this was presented. Does that make sense? You know, I feel, and this is just me, and I do apologize if this isn't at all what the intention was. I feel like this was a money-making thing. You know what I mean? Like, let's market these books to other people and make some more money. You know, and good on the author for doing that if that's what she wants to do. But that's not, I just don't think it was marketed correctly, because I have this feeling like, for example, my mom. I know she's not one who likes a lot of the graphic. You know, she likes the sweeter, nicer romances. She likes the Kristen Higgins and, you know, the Susan Mallory. You know, some of them, oops, sorry, my camera's slipping. My goodness, hold on. And stuff like that, you know, that you have those scenes, as I like to call them, where you're outside the bedroom. So they kind of start something, but then it moves into the bedroom and the door closes and you don't get anything else. But it's still very rather tame. This book was not. It had a lot of innuendos. You had a lot of like lead-ups to it where they're getting undressed and like all these things. And it's just, I just was thinking about people that I personally know who don't enjoy that kind of thing in their romance. And I'm thinking they're going to see this book and go, oh, it's a sweet romance. That sounds great. And they're going to pick it up and they're going to start reading it and go, wait a minute. You know, and also there's no swearing in it either. So, I mean, that's one thing. But I just still feel like it was a cop-out. And I'm not happy with it. And like I said, 2.5 stars. I'm going to try in January and maybe read another one of the books. The next in the Love and Bloom series, just the regular line. And see what I think. And then make a decision from there whether or not I truly want to continue on with the series or not. And whether I've just had issues with these few books that I've read. So, that was that first book. The second book that I finished was much better, and it was Cowboy Christmas Jubilee by Dylan Crush. This is the second book in the Holiday Texas series. I read this one on ebook. This is a NetGalley book, so thank you very much to NetGalley and the publisher for providing me this book to read and review. I will be posting a review hopefully in the next few days on NetGalley and on Goodreads, of course. I loved this. I loved this story so much. I talked about it a bit yesterday. So then there's this whole mystery aspect that happens. Like I got some more reading done last night. I read some more at work today. I loved this. 4.5 stars. Absolutely. I thought this book was absolutely fantastic. If you like a good cowboy romance, you know, like I said yesterday, what I love so much is that our main character was not the norm. You know, she had piercings. She was tattooed. She had blue hair. She was awesome and fun. The little girl, Kenzie, kind of got a bit on my nerves, just a little bit, but I find that a lot with kids in books, typically. But yeah, she just seemed very bratty on occasion and always insisted on getting her way, which some people might find endearing. I found annoying, you know what I mean? But yeah, I absolutely recommend this book. Go pick it up. I am definitely going to be going and picking up the first book as soon as I can to read it, because it's about another character that is featured prominently, not prominently, but Jinx works for her at the bar, so it's a lot of fun. And I also got a little bit more read last night of my excuse me for reaching, of my print book, which is Cinderella's New York Christmas by Scarlett Wilson. This one I am really, really enjoying. Oh, I am out of focus. Hold on, guys. There we go. I was out of focus. Who knew? I hope that didn't get too annoying for you guys watching this. I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood to go back and re-record the whole thing. So, yes, the two main characters have now met. And, yeah, this is reading up really, really quickly. I'm like, wow, I'm flying through this. And I'm like, I wonder why it's large print. It's like, oh, I'm already done a page. Oh, I'm already done a page. And you're just kind of flying through it. So, yeah, I'm really, really enjoying that one. And, of course, my childhood book, as I call them, is Murder on Ice by Carolyn Keene, book number 3 in the Nancy Drew Files series. And I'm enjoying that one. This one takes place at a ski lodge in Vermont. So that's always a lot of fun. But anyway, guys, that is it for this. I'm going to go eat my dinner, put on my pajamas, and sit down and watch the baseball game. Go Red Sox. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday morning. I'm just popping on very, very quickly to open up my next in the creepy calendar. I know today is a tea because last night I got a chocolate, so I wanted to open it now so I could take it to work with me so I could drink it and let you guys know my thoughts. Sorry about my slightly messy apartment. It's lived in, let's put it that way. So today's, let me just pop this open here. Oh, it's a good one, guys. Some more chai. I have not tried this one yet. I shouldn't say it's good, but I'm sure it's going to be good. So I'm very, very much looking forward to taking this to work and trying it out today. Anyway, I'll check in with you guys tonight. Bye. Hi guys, it is Thursday night. It is October the 25th. I don't know if I said that in my little clip this morning. And first thing, before I get into anything else, you will have seen a couple clips back, I put a little note in there that I actually have a day missing. I was transferring video from my camera to my laptop so I could do editing and things like that. Wasn't thinking I ended up deleting that day's footage of my vlog. And I tried everything to retrieve it. There are programs, software programs that you can download that I saw the files, and the problem is that they wanted you to pay. Like, you could see them for free, but in order to transfer them off, you know, wherever limbo they went into, they wanted you to pay for that. And I'm sorry, if it was my wedding photos or something like that, I would absolutely pay, but for a 1 day's footage for a vlog, no, I'm sorry. So I do apologize for that. Purely user error. That was all on me. But the one thing I realized that was on that, other than just me talking about the books, is I was showing you guys some stash. Some stuff that I bought that day, because I think it was Tuesday. And of course, as soon as I sit down, Bernard's going to start picking at his little nail thing. It's like a cardboard thing that he likes to pick on. But I did do a little bit of shopping on Tuesday, and I thought I'd show you guys now. So there's one thing that is non-bookish, there's one thing that is bookish, and then I got another package in the mail today that I thought I'd open to show you guys as well that is bookish. So we'll start off with the non-bookish, but it kind of goes with the new channel name, you know. I did change the channel name for those of you who might not have noticed. It's now Steeped in Books, which is kind of a play on the fact that I do love tea. So in light of that, I went and picked up on Tuesday the David's Tea 24 Days of Tea calendar. This is an advent calendar of tea. I will open it up and show you guys the inside. So you've got all the boxes with all the numbers on them, and then every day you get a different tea. So there are 24 different teas. I've been getting this for about 5 years. Ow, I just hit myself in the face. About 5 years in a row now. And this year it comes with a spoon. So that's what's in here. So that's very exciting. But yeah, so a lot of these are now going to be exclusive online. I'm just going to quickly read through the ones that you get in here. You don't know what day they're going in. Like, they give you a list on the back of all the ones that you get, but you don't know which ones are actually going to be in which day, except for December 24th. Every year it's been the same thing. I will not share what it is if you guys are just getting this for the first time. You know, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but you know, as you get down in days, you kind of know if you can see on the back what's in here. So there's mulled wine, cream of Earl Grey, Forever Nuts, Buddhist Blend, Toulouse Tranquility, Sweet Almond Green, Ginger Turmeric Tonic, Zest Wishes, Cinnamon Rooibos Chai, Chocolate Orange, which sounds really good, Apple Cider, which I've had, which is really good, Mother's Little Helper, Caramel Shortbread, White Cranberry Bark, Fireside Mocha, Sleigh Ride, Santa's Secret, Nutty and Spice, S'mores Chai, which, by the way, that was my one that I opened today from my creepy countdown calendar from David's Tea, and it was really, really good. My coworker, I took the tea bag out and I put in my mug to go over and put hot water in, and he's like, "Are you having like graham crackers over there? Because that's what you could smell." It was so good. Gingerbread, Let It Snow, Snow Day, which is one of my absolute favorites from David's Tea. It's now going to be online only, unfortunately. You can't get it in stores. Red Velvet Cake and Candy Cane Crush, which is also really good too. So I'm very excited about this. So when December hits, when I do my vlogs, every morning I'll do like what I did this morning, and I'll just do a quick little vlog, like just a quick little minute long, while I open up whatever this is going to be, and then I will report back at night when I sit down to talk to you guys. So that's what I went to the mall for on Tuesday, and I did buy that. Because I'll tell you guys, it's $49 Canadian. It's not cheap. But you get at least 2 servings of tea for each day, plus the spoon. So if you think about it, it's like $1 a tea. Like it's $1 a tea. Like how much would you spend on a tea if you went to like McDonald's or Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts or something like that? So then I ended up later going to the thrift store, and because I had a dentist appointment on Tuesday afternoon, and I stopped at the thrift store on my way back. And I always have to go look at the books, and I wasn't going to buy anything, and then I was turning the corner, and on the end cap I saw this, and I went, I must have it, because I am a huge fan of the Golden Girls. So this is Golden Girls Forever, an unauthorized look behind the lanai, and it's by Jim Colucci, I believe is how you say his last name. Yes, it's almost in mint condition. It was $5, you guys. Like, what a find. So there's like behind the scenes photos, and they go through the majority of the episodes and, you know, backstories on all of them and, you know, stuff like that. It's just like, for a fan, this is absolutely awesome. I'm slowly going to just read my way through this. You know, no rush. If it takes me, you know, 6 months or a year, I really don't care. It's just kind of going to be something I can just kind of pick up and read. It's funny because I was flipping through here on Tuesday night looking through everything. I ran across, they were showing like, I guess like merchandise and stuff that's happened like with the Golden Girls and stuff. And one of the things they mentioned is that there's a podcast called, I think it's actually called Behind the Lanai. And it's on iTunes, Spotify, Apple, or that is iTunes. iHeartRadio, I think Google Podcasts it's on. And they literally, it started in 2014. So I'm going back and listening from the beginning. I'm going to let myself listen to 1 episode a day. I'm up to episode 3 now. And they literally go episode by episode, and they sit and watch the episode, and then they like deconstruct it and talk about it. And it's really, really fun. So if you're a fan of the Golden Girls and you like podcasts, maybe give that one a check out. But yeah, so I was super thrilled to pick this up for only $5. And then speaking of podcasts, I got a package from the lovely people at Amazon in the mail today. I ordered this the other day because one of my favorite podcasts that I listen to, that's on my subscription feed on iTunes, because I do have the iTunes player on my computer at work, and that's where I listen to my podcasts is at work, like during the day, because I can kind of tune in and out to them. Do you know what I mean? Unlike an audiobook where I feel like I've got to really pay attention all the time. But one of my favorites is one called Sawbones, and it is weird medical history. And a few episodes back, they mentioned that they had a book coming out, and I was super excited. So I went on Amazon and I looked, and it was like a 2-month wait time. And then I was on their website, like, or not on Sawbones website, but on the Sawbones Facebook page, and they said that there was an issue with the publisher, that some of the pages were not, like, the book wasn't, something was happening with the printer, let's put it that way. So they had to delay it. So the other day I was mentioning it to my husband. I said, well, maybe I'll just go ahead and put it on order, and then when it comes in, I'll get it. Well, it was in stock, so I guess everything was all fixed up. So I ordered it, and it arrived today, so I'm super happy. And I'm just going to open it. Package fun. I'm so excited for this, because on Amazon you can kind of do like the look inside the book. It's hard. I guess I did realize it was hardcover, but oh my gosh, this is awesome. Yay. So if you guys like weird medical history, definitely check out Sawbones. It is like the most awesome podcast ever. But it's the Sawbones book. The Horrifying Hilarious Road to Modern Medicine by Justin McElroy and Dr. Sydney McElroy. So she's actually the doctor. And her husband is kind of the comic relief, if you will. So yes, and all the drawings in the book were done actually by Sydney's sister, which is very exciting. So yeah, so like I said, I did a little look inside, and oh, this just looks awesome. Like, so yeah, so there's a lot in here. This is going to be so fantastic. This is another one I'm going to slowly take my time working through. But, oh, this is absolutely awesome. So they have like these little, hold on, these little things. It says like Justin versus Sydney, like in this little box here. And it's, I guess it's something from the podcast. And it's like, what can we learn from all this? You know, oh. This is awesome. Oh, I'm so excited to have this. Yay! Don't drill a hole in your head. That's like the tagline for the podcast at the end of every episode. So every week the hit podcast Sawbones takes a look at the weird, gross, and occasionally genius ways humans have tried to fix what ails us. In this book, the hosts reveal their most popular topics and share even more bizarre highlights from the history of medicine, answering such questions as... How can I rob a grave the old-fashioned way? Opium. Is there anything it can't cure? Can I lose weight by swallowing a tapeworm? Should I? How likely am I to spontaneously burst into flames? What were German soldiers so into eating? Why were German soldiers so into eating camel poop? How long after the chicken strapped to my arm dies will the plague be cured? Has anyone ever died from dancing too much? What is the strangest thing anyone has ever done for science? Does chocolate have medicinal properties? And why do we think that the bloodletting was a good idea? This is going to be so... I might have to start this tonight. I might have to just sit down and just start reading this one tonight. Yeah, this is going to be so, so good. Chapters. Part 1, the unnerving. Part 1, the unnerving. Chapter 2, or Part 2, the gross. Part 3, the weird. And Part 4, the awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. If you're a fan of the podcast, you need to get this. If you are not a fan of the podcast and you haven't listened to it, listen to it because it's really, really good. One of my favorite episodes, there's two favorite episodes that they ever did. One of them was actually on TOF. I can't remember it. It's a congenital heart condition. Something of the philo. I can never remember that first word, but it's a congenital heart condition. Not the one that I have personally, but a lot of people that I know who have CHD have TOF. And they did this episode after Jimmy Kimmel came out when his son was born with CHD, and because his son has that. So it was a really, really good episode. The other one, which was really funny, like that one was very poignant for me and very interesting. But the one that I really enjoyed, it's one of my favorites. And if you get a chance and you just want to try this one out, I think I've mentioned this episode before, but it was a holiday episode, and they did the movie Home Alone, and they broke it down how badly these people would have actually been hurt if the stuff that happened to them was like legit. So yeah, absolutely recommend this book. So anyway, what have I read today? First of all, Garrett and the cat are just kind of staring at each other. He's making kissy faces at the cat. Poor Garrett's been homesick for the past 3 days with like a bad stomach bug, and now it's like up in here, like, poor guy. But anyway, so what I've been reading today. So I started a new audiobook today. I started The Apple Orchard by Susan Wiggs. This is the first book in the Bella Vista Chronicles. I'm sorry, I don't have the narrator's name off the top of my head. I'm only maybe 30% of the way through it at this point. I'm enjoying it so far. It's about a woman who is she finds things for her job. She's like, they keep referring to her as like a modern day Indiana Jones, but like she finds like these lost treasures that people, like maybe the Nazis took them in World War II, and the families are now trying to get these priceless treasures back, like maybe paintings or jewelry and stuff like that. So that's what she does for a living. And then she finds out that she actually has an entire family that she didn't know she had. It was always just her and her mother and her grandmother. And then now she found out she has this grandfather and a half-sister and, you know, all these things. So, you know, that's the point that I'm at now, is she's just finally meeting her half-sister and stuff. I'm doing this as a read-along with Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books. And she did open a thread in her group, Lizzie Faye's Comfy Corner. And people were discussing it. And I know a lot of the other people didn't love this book, but I'm interested to see. So far, I'm enjoying it. It's an enjoyable read. but we shall see. It's not grasping me the way a Susan Wiggs book normally does. So, you know, we shall see. My mom actually read this one a couple months ago, and she really enjoyed it. So, you know, I mean, who knows? I'm hoping to maybe get it done tomorrow. It is a 12-hour long audiobook. So I think I am like 5 hours into it or something like that. So yeah. My current ebook that I just started today as well. Oh my gosh, this one is going to be so good. It's called Winter Cottage, and it's by Mary Ellen Taylor, I believe is her name. But that's actually the pen name, or maybe it's her real name. But it's the author Mary Burton. Sorry, my camera is slipping. Yikes. Ah! Sorry, guys. This is live. This is what non-edited looks like. Who writes really, really great romantic suspense novels. And the writing on this one is really good. So it's about a woman whose mother has just passed away, and she finds out that she is now the sole heir to this, like, castle, or not castle, I shouldn't say cottage. That's the word I'm looking for, to this cottage. So she assumes it's going to be like this small little cottage. It's called the Winter Cottage. And she shows up, and it's this huge grand estate in the Carolinas. It's over the Chesapeake Bay, no, it might even be, it's Virginia, excuse me. I'm reading another book set in the Carolinas right now, so that's why I'm a little confused. But anyway, it's in the, in Virginia. And, or the last book I read was in the Carolinas. I can't remember, it doesn't matter. And so she shows up, and there's this fortune that kind of goes with the house, but the problem is the fortune goes with the house, and the money is meant to like update the house. And I guess there's a lot of things she doesn't know. This is where her mother was from, but her mother has never ever mentioned it before. They lived in Nashville her whole life. She has no idea who her father is. It just says unknown on her birth certificate. And, you know, as she starts kind of getting into the house and stuff like that, secrets start to be revealed. And this is a story that goes back and forth in time. So it goes back to like the early 1900s to the family that originally lived in the home and stuff like that. So it's going to be good. So far, I am about 50 pages into it, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. I didn't want to put it down today, but I'm like, gosh darn it, I gotta actually answer emails and work. So yeah, so I'm enjoying that one. I got a little bit more read on the, what's the book I'm reading? I can't read it. Cinderella's New York Christmas, I think it's called, by Scarlett Wilson, the Harlequin book that I'm reading. I'm enjoying it. That one's getting good. And I'm a little bit into the Nancy Drew book as well. So that one I'm enjoying too. So anyway, guys, that is it for today, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Happy Friday. It is October the 26th, and it's about 9:30 at night. I'm going to make this relatively quick because there is a baseball game currently in progress. It's Game 3 of the World Series, and I believe from what I just checked that the Dodgers just scored, so that's not cool. But I want to get back to the game, but I do definitely want to talk to you guys first. So, first of all, let's open my calendar again for today. I believe today was just a chocolate again. I think it's day 5. Day 5 is up here. It's this cute little spidery doohickey. I never thought I'd use the word cute and spider in the same sentence. I'm not a fan of spiders. Oh, speaking of Halloween stuff, I don't know if you guys can see. Do you like my earrings? I went to, there's a store here, I don't know if you guys have it in the States too, but it's called Spirit, and it's all Halloween stuff, costumes and decorations and all kinds of creepy things, and they had them at the checkout, and I just thought that they were super cute. It was a pack of 6. They also had like witches. Like in this pack of 6, I also got like spiders, and I don't think there was a witch. There was like a black rose and pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern and stuff. So they were really, really cute. So anyway, back to day 5. Again, like I said, pretty sure it's a chocolate, and it is. It looks like, oops, it ripped a little. It looks like it is milk chocolate. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, it is another milk chocolate with chocolate macaroon tea. Oh, that should be yummy. So I will definitely snack on that while I'm watching the game. So yeah, so day 5 done. All right, on to what I've been reading today. Oh, guys, both books that I'm reading are so, so good. So I'll start with my audiobook, and that is not The Beekeeper's Ball. That's the second book in the series. The Apple Orchard by Susan Wiggs. Excuse me, I've got a slight tickle in my throat. I do not have the name of the narrator off the top of my head. I do apologize. This is the story about a woman who finds out that she has got this long-lost family. Her mother claimed to never know who her father was, and all these things are starting to come to light. She realized that she has a grandfather, and she's now, in his will, she is one of the heiresses to their estate. But there's a lot of complications that come with that. She is meeting a sister she didn't know she had. I don't want to give a lot of the story away, but it's another one that Susan Wiggs does really well, where she does a dual timeline, sort of. So you're getting World War II occupied, oh my gosh, it's Denmark, World War II occupied Denmark, along with modern day Sonoma Valley, California. And I really do love these. I know I'm reading this as part of a buddy read of sorts with Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books and a couple other people. And I know that I was looking at what their overall thoughts were, and I don't think they disliked the book, but I don't think they loved it. I'm loving it. But this is my kind of story. I love the history, and I love the whole dual timeline aspect of it. I think is fantastic. I know that's not for everybody. I was talking to my mom. I stopped at their place on the way home, and I was telling her that I'm almost finished it. And she's like, oh, it was such a good book. And I'm like, yes, there's so many family secrets and so much history. And, you know, again, it's much like when I read The Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. I did not, you know so much about the history of World War II from Russia, like from the invasion of Russia. Same with this. I did not realize about the occupation of Denmark and what happened to the Jewish people in Denmark and things like that. And it's a heart-wrenching story and so fascinatingly interesting. And I am really, really loving it. So I'm hoping, I think I've got maybe an hour left on it. I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow morning while I am editing this vlog. And my current ebook is Winter Cottage by Mary Ellen Taylor, I think is her name. I'm sorry. The picture, of course, will be up here. This one, not that I'm having a difficult time between these two books because they are different, but in a way they've got a lot of similarities, whereas this one's also the story about a young woman who is now finding a missing family. And she has inherited this grand estate in Virginia. And, you know, she's kind of delving into family secrets and things like that. It's really good. Also does not know who her father is. So there's kind of that bit of a similarity between the two books. And occasionally I found myself kind of going, okay, wait a minute, which story was that one in? But it hasn't been that difficult. That's why you'll notice I'm reading multiple books at the same time, but they're all in a way different mediums. You know, I've got an audiobook and an ebook. I would never try to read two ebooks at the same time or two audiobooks at the same time because I feel like I would get confused. But having them on different mediums, it makes it easier for me. I've also typically got my print book, which is just sitting over there. I'm over 100 pages through it right now, and I'm really enjoying that one too. I'll talk more about that one in my next vlog. And then I've also got my, what I call my Back to My Childhood book. Well, you can't really confuse a Nancy Drew or a Babysitter's Club book with the other books that you're typically reading. So that's why it's 4 different books I'm reading, typically reading them all even in the same day, but I don't get confused because they are in different mediums. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying this ebook. It is really, really good. Mary Burton is the author's pen name. Either this is her real name or Mary Burton is her pen name or her real name. I'm not exactly sure which. But it's really interesting. A lot of great characters in it. I'm reading this one. This is a NetGalley book. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. Like I said, my current print book is Cinderella's New York Christmas, I believe it's called. And it's about a woman who works at a ski chalet in Switzerland. And there's a man, and he, again, with family secrets, has just found out some different news about his family. He was adopted, and he's just found his real family, and something happened with the parents. And he is now heir to he is heir to the fortune, whereas there's the other 2 siblings that are a little mad about it because they've been around forever, and all of a sudden this son comes out of the woodwork and inherits the whole thing because he's the oldest. And yeah, so he's just met he met our female lead in the first chapter of the book. And they're just kind of at the point where they're getting to know each other and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. And then my Nancy Drew is Murder on Ice by, of course, Carolyn Keene. This is book number 3, I think, in the Nancy Drew Files series. And Nancy and her friends are in Vermont, and there is a prankster, but a prankster in the sense where it could be very, very deadly. He cut the tow line, like to go up the mountain. I don't know anything about skiing, you guys, to be completely honest. But I guess there's a way to get up the mountain where you hold onto a rope and you're kind of dragged up, like instead of taking the chairlift. And someone cut the rope or frayed the rope, so whoever was holding onto it next could have gotten very, very hurt or killed. And then another one, Ned, Nancy's boyfriend, has his skis tampered with, so he takes a tumble and sprains his ankle. Again, could have ended very badly. So these might be considered to be pranks, but they could be very deadly pranks. So yeah, I'm about, I think I want to say almost 30% of the way through that one, so I'm really enjoying that one too. So anyway, guys, that is it for this little update and for this vlog. I'll be coming to you starting again tomorrow, well, with a new vlog. It's been a tough week at work. Only working 3 days because I was off Monday, Tuesday. Surprisingly, only working 3 days has been difficult because you're trying to catch up to everything within a much shorter amount of time. But I've got a relaxing weekend coming up. I don't have much to do tomorrow. Sunday, it's bingo with mom as per usual. And yeah, so anyway, guys, that is it for me. I do hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Probably a little bit shorter than normal. I don't know. I haven't looked at all the footage yet. But I do know I'm missing a day. So there is that. And yeah, until my next video, guys, take care and happy reading. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.